During the summer, Messi got his third attempt at the Copa America and he nearly did it. Despite only being involved in one goal up till the semi-final, once there, Messi was incredible, assisting 3 goals in a single match to get Argentina a spot alongside Chile in the final. But once there was one drawback. Chile were playing at home. Argentina were still the favorites, but you can't underestimate the power of home advantage. The match would not be a thriller by any means, going on to penalties before a single goal would be registered on the score sheet. There, Messi was the only player to convert his chance and Argentina finished as runner-ups yet again. Messi was so distraught that he refused to take the MVP award, and it ended up not being attributed to anyone that year. The following season was a mixed bag that would hint at what was to come over the following years. In the first match of the season, Messi performed excellently, scoring 2 in the European Super Cup, which would be a 9-goal thriller that saw Barcelona go behind, only to go 3 goals in front, lose the lead again, to eventually win in extra time. Then the Spanish Super Cup saw a shocking 4-0 defeat to Bilbao, and early into the season, an injury saw Messi miss 9 matches. By the turn of the year, Messi had only 12 goals, but having won the Club World Cup that same month, which was his 5th trophy of the year, with an appearance in a Copa America final, there was no doubt in the Ballon d'Or voting. Messi was once again the best player in the world, getting his 5th award. Over the first few months of the second half of the season, Messi began playing a lot better, getting 3 hat-tricks and even assisting Suarez from a penalty kick, a strange moment that was later revealed to have an endearing backstory. The idea came as a tribute to Johan Cruyff, who used to perform that same penalty routine back in his day and was now battling lung cancer. When asked about it, Cruyff said he was very emotional to see it being done again. Then came a period of poor form by Messi that saw Barcelona win only 1 of 6 matches, reminding everyone that the famous Messi dependencia wasn't something the club had fully recovered from, especially as it led to their elimination from the Champions League. Messi finished the year with a massively important 12 goals and assists in 7 matches, winning the Copa del Rey and making sure Barcelona didn't slip to second place in the league, as they finished only a mere point in front of Real Madrid. From here on out, Barcelona began struggling more than they ever had over Messi's career, and for a few years, Messi was left with 2 tasks: to win a tournament with Argentina and to keep his beloved club afloat. Right from the summer that followed, Messi got another opportunity to get to the top with Argentina as the Copa America was played out once more to celebrate its 100-year anniversary. Things started going wrong when Messi suffered a back injury and missed the opening match against Chile. Following this, he was benched against Panama, and as the public began worrying for his fitness, Messi came in with 29 minutes left on the clock, and somehow, he scored a hat-trick. It was time to get to business. After another match on the bench, Messi played the quarterfinals against Venezuela, and not only did he score, but he also got 2 assists. The next match they met the USA, and once again 1 goal and 2 assists for Messi, who by now was averaging a goal contribution every 28 minutes in the competition. I can't stress this enough. 1 every 90 is great. 1 every 50 is insane. 1 every 28 minutes. Well, that's Lionel Messi, ladies and gentlemen. With performances like this time had to be it. This was the tournament where Messi brought glory to Argentina. What followed was much different though. It was perhaps the biggest heartbreak of his career. Once again, no goals would be seen in a final and a penalty shootout would ensue. Messi would miss, and eventually as Biglia missed as well, Argentina were runner-ups for the 4th time in Leo's career. It was a catastrophe. After the match, Messi would be in tears, absolutely heartbroken like we had never seen him. The words that followed shook the entire nation. At a mere 28 years of age, Messi announced his retirement from the national team. Argentina could not let this happen, so everyone got to work. At the airport, the fans chanted, "Don't go, Leo." The president personally contacted him and gave a public speech saying Leo was the best thing the Argentinians had. The mayor of Buenos Aires unveiled a statue in his honor. The people were gathering by the thousands to protest his decision. It was apparent to everyone that the people of Argentina would move mountains to get him back. And so, only about 2 weeks after it was confirmed, a full U-turn happened and Messi was in the team sheet for the upcoming World Cup qualifiers. It just had to be done. Messi could not go on without the Albiceleste. Given the start of the season, it's hard to believe that 2016-2017 would be one of the most disappointing seasons in Messi's career, but it was. 16 matches in, La Pulga had 26 goals and assists, among them a hat-trick against Man City. Messi had scored in every group stage match he had played in, totaling an astounding, unbelievable 10 goals in 5 matches. But then it all crumbled, and it crumbled fast. As first it seemed they would be out in the round of 16, but in one of the most unbelievable comebacks ever seen, Barcelona made it back from a 4-0 defeat to PSG. But then, unfortunately, Juventus gave them no chance, winning 3-0 on aggregate as Messi finished the knockout stage with only 1 goal to his name. It truly happens to the best of us. La Liga was out of their reach as well that season, and the only bit of hope would come as Messi scored and assisted in the final of the Copa del Rey for what was their only trophy besides the Super Cup that year. But that wasn't even the worst part of it all. This season saw Neymar leave and the return of Messi dependencia under new coach Ernesto Valverde. And boy oh boy, it was coming like never before. Right from the bat, the season started with 2 defeats to Real Madrid, then followed by a hat-trick against Espanyol, 2 against Juventus, and 4 against Eibar. Messi was clearly blowing off some steam. By November, he signed a ill-fated contract that would lead to his tumultuous exit from the club. In it was a clause that would enter the history books. 700 million was the price for anyone who might have wanted to take Messi away from Barcelona. The season was played out smoothly. Messi kept maintaining his own standard of greatness. As he met Chelsea in the Champions League last 16 round, he would be involved in every single one of the 4 goals Barcelona scored. And if that wasn't enough to demonstrate the dependence the team had in him, the following round against Roma, Messi would have a lower quality performance, and without him, the team wasn't even able to hold on to a 3-goal lead, being knocked out after Roma performed the comeback. Once again, the season would end with a great performance by Messi, giving the club the Copa del Rey, but at least this time around the league was theirs once more. The World Cup in the summer wasn't about to lift up anyone's mood either. The situation seemed ever so dire for Leo, who would watch Argentina struggle past their group and then get knocked out by France despite Leo's 2 assists. The next season was a carbon copy of the one before it. Messi regularly dropping great performances, Barcelona topping the league table. They play Lyon for the last 16 round of the UCL and Messi is involved in 4 goals. Then 2 against Manchester United to keep them in the tournament. Then 2 against Liverpool in the first leg of the semi-final. But as soon as he has an off day, Barcelona goes down and loses 4-0 to Liverpool, somehow conceding to a massive comeback yet again. To make it all much worse, this time around, Messi's goal in the Copa del Rey final wasn't even enough to get them the trophy. And over the summer, Argentina would go down to Brazil in the semi-finals of the Copa America. Despite playing among all this chaos, Messi rose above it all, finishing the year with a nearly divine 77 goal contributions in 54 matches. And despite Van Dijk having won the UEFA Player of the Year award, Messi's numbers were just too impressive, given his struggling squad, and so he was awarded with his 6th Ballon d'Or, double the number anyone had accumulated before his debut. The second half of the season would be a mess though. With the pandemic coming in between, Messi would only get 16 goals throughout it, going out of the Champions League in what was by far the toughest defeat of his career, 8-2 to Bayern Munich, finishing the season without a single trophy and getting only 31 goals, his worst tally since he was a teenager. Barcelona was going through an absolute meltdown. There was no way of hiding it anymore. And so, Messi sent a fax to the club's board announcing his wish to leave the club. It was time. The king of Barcelona had ruled and served his people for longer than anyone would have expected. He had survived it all and was now willingly stepping off his throne. After all, Messi had an option in his contract that he believed would allow him to leave the club at the end of the season. But that's when things got serious. Barcelona claimed that the pandemic had delayed the end of the season, and so, now the dates determined in the contract had expired, and Messi was no longer allowed to leave as he pleased, only being available for the release clause of 700 million euros. The press coverage was wild. It was the hottest scandal football had had in a while. Clubs were running in circles trying to make sure that if Messi was available for transfer, they would have money in hand. But once Messi was told the only way to solve the situation was to go to court with Barcelona, he said he could never do that to the club of his life. And so, against his wishes, he stayed for one more season. Since the success with Luis Enrique, Barcelona had employed Valverde and then Quique Setién, who was now gone and replaced with club legend Ronald Koeman. But his time in the club would be equally as grim. Messi was clearly unmotivated and just counting the days until he left. Still, an unmotivated Messi was easily the best player in the team, and even that season had its highlights. From Messi meeting Cristiano Ronaldo once again 3 years after he left La Liga, to 2 goals in the final of the Copa del Rey. Messi finished the season with only 38 goals and finished it without scoring a single hat-trick for the first time since his second professional season. On the 1st of July, it was made public that Messi's contract had officially run out and that he was now a free agent. In August, Barcelona had managed to once again reach a deal with Messi, but given their inability to sign any new players due to a wage gap imposed by the league, they were not able to seal it. 4 days later, in a tearful farewell, the King of Barcelona took the stands to, for one last time, wave his people goodbye. After 21 years, shy little Leo finally left Barcelona and left behind the shadow of a giant who led the club to their most memorable era. I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy to be the one who left to try and fill his shoes, because if his boots were small, the void he left in every fan's heart is immense. With 778 matches, scoring 672 goals, 5 Golden Boots, 6 Ballon d'Ors, winning 34 titles with FC Barcelona, Lionel Messi is simply unmatchable. But it doesn't end here for La Pulga. The day after his farewell, a move to PSG was announced, completely breaking the internet. Messi, in another kit, looked nearly sacrilegious, but at least it will be fun to watch, as it has always been. With the number 30 on his back, once again, who knows what could happen. After all, the last few months have been hopeful. Over the last few weeks of summer, Messi joined Argentina yet again for the Copa America, and it was probably his best tournament to date. Right from the start, 5 goals in 4 group stage matches gave Argentina a boost. Then he started the knockouts in the same fashion, assisting 2 and scoring another against Ecuador. And then assisting the only goal against Colombia as Argentina made it to the final on penalties. In the final, despite Brazil dominating the match with more than double the shots taken, it seems it simply was time that Messi fulfilled his dream, as the sole goal by Di Maria would make them champions. As the final whistle was heard, the players rushed towards Messi. It meant a lot to every single one of them, but to Messi, it meant a lot more. Seeing him finally win the trophy was something that arrived at the perfect time, a time of transition, a time when the world awaited to see what was next for Lionel Messi.